Hello and welcome to your child's AP US Government and AP Comparative Government class. This is a precursor before back to school night, which is on September 24th at 6 p.m. You probably have a Blackboard account. If you don't, you can use your child's, or when you come to back to school night or anytime you come to Hayfield, you can set it up. When you get inside, you're looking for this class, Hollis AP US and Comparative Government class. The other thing you want to get this year is a SIS account, and if you haven't, you should have been sent a link via email, or again, you can set up a back to school night. But that way you can see your kids' grades live, or as soon as the teachers put them in there. I do and will continue to send grade reports every other week, but if you want to see that and attendance more quickly, you can. You can change your email in either account. If you don't set up these accounts and want to change your email, jahall@fcps.edu is the only one who can change it. Teachers cannot do it. When you get into your Blackboard account or the kids' Blackboard account, you're going to see this. You click on this, and you can see the assignments, the most recent one on top. This is in addition to my asking the kids to put it in their planners. I also encourage the kids, since I know most of them have cell phones, to sign up for text reminders. If you know your son or daughter doesn't do the homework on a regular basis, I might encourage you to do the same. To do so, you'd go to you'd send the number 81010, and then you'd have to know from your son or daughter if they're in my 6th period, in which case it's at HolliComp6, or 8th period at HolliComp8 would be in the message. You'd send it. They'd ask you for your name. I always say Mr. and Mrs., in my case, Holla, and then they'll say thank you. If you've done it before, they're just going to say thank you. So we, as you can see there, do have chats on the days we have snow days, because we have a lot to get through. Your child is potentially getting 2 AP classes, and because they're taking 2 exams, one on May 10th and one on May 12th. And so we honestly have no time to waste. The assignments in the class are in 3 parts: AP US Government, which will take us to the end of the first week of January, AP Comparative Government, which will take us to the end of the 3rd week of April, at which point we study for both. And then after the AP exam, I make a deal with them. There's no homework anymore, but we do have state and local government as mandated by the state legislature. Most of what we do at home this year will be 8 to 12-minute videos, which you can see. Here's our first folder, and here's what we're doing. All of standard government, federal government, and the kids will have to take sufficient notes. If they're sufficient, then they're allowed. Here's a video how to take notes. And here's one, the first video, and the second, and the third, etc. And if the notes are sufficient, they'll take a quiz, and the next day, 5 questions, they can use their notes. If they're not sufficient, they won't be allowed to take the quiz. They're going to have to make the notes sufficient to take the quiz. I think this is a lot easier and a lot less homework than normal. And then we have classwork, which are, quote, the assignments. The grade is going to be 50% is going to be broken up between the multiple choice exam and what's known as the free response questions, which are called the essay questions that are on the AP exams, both of them. And then 50% will be broken up into the assignments and the daily quizzes. I'd like to think the daily quizzes and the assignments will be 100%. The second thing, I do have an e-book. We don't have to use it. It's up to the kids if they want to supplement it, and likewise, that's for AP Government, and likewise for Comparative Government. You can reach me by going to Dr. Holla. To get to the comparative assignments, you just go to Comparative Government, and you can see all the subjects we're going to do right there. The countries, the European Union plus 6 other countries. This would be Nigeria and Mexico. This would be Russia and China, and then a country where I spent 4 years, Iran, and then we do the review. As I said, the last week of April, we take a final test on comparative. We take the final test on government in the 2nd week of January. And that is the scope of the course. The other things that kids, I ask them to get are one, the AP US Government Study Guide. We do little assignments from it. I ask to get the old ones, the cheap ones. They're often less money to buy the book than they are the postage, so 50 cents to a dollar. This is the one we will use, Ken Wedding's book, in the second half of the year as a supplement. If you have questions you'd like to ask me that I can prepare for back to school night, if you go to this URL, tinyurl.com/holla2015 BTSN back to school night, I'll be happy to prepare them before we have back to school night again, September 24th at 6 p.m. I look forward to meet all of you then. Thank you.